The Freedom from Religion Foundation was founded by UW-Madison graduate Annie Laurie Gaylor and her mother Anne Nicole Gaylor in 1978. It is now the largest atheist organization in the country with over 40,000 members and the most prominent legal organization fighting for the separation of church and state.
The separation of state and church is not an atheist issue. Atheists care about it, but there are many believers also who care. If we are going to be a democracy for everybody, liberty and justice for all, then we have to allow diversity, not just, racial or national diversity, but also religious diversity. We have to allow that diversity. The only way to do that is in a secular government.
The one true original political thing that we did in our Constitution was to be completely secular. It's like the crown jewel of the United States Constitution, and it's also really important because it means that all of our government policies are based on the best data, the best evidence, what's going to be best for the largest number of people, and it's leaving the most private conscience decisions to individuals, to parents.
Members of the organization seem deeply concerned with the results of the latest election and the state of the Supreme Court.
So the current election was a big disappointment because of the influence of the Christian right on Trump's thinking, especially this Project 2025, which is making no secret of their agenda to pretty much as possible turn this country into a Christian theocracy. We think dismantling the Department of Education, which some of them actually want to do, would dumb down our country so much, and it would actually give more favors to the religious people.
Liz Cavell, the deputy legal director at FFRF, was also disheartened by the result, but continues to believe in the country's ability to fight back on a more local level.
We're not going to advance the cause of secularism before this current makeup of the Supreme Court. But we can hold the line, and litigation's not our only tool. So the Supreme Court is not the only place where law gets made and policy gets enshrined, right? Like, it's a legislature that passed this 10 Commandments bill in Louisiana. If we can get legislatures not to pass bills like this, then we can prevent the Supreme Court from ever weighing in on these questions. The activism that we need for people support of our mission and initiatives are things like people that go to school board meetings and speak during the public comment period. So many of the complaints that we're trying to address and that we end up suing over or that end up at the Supreme Court are actions that are taken by like a public school district. Those are places where decisions are being made, books are being banned, anti-LGBTQ policy is going into effect.
While things may not look great right now for FFRF, they refuse to give up on the fight.
Ultimately, we're right. We're right about this, and history will know that we're right about this, and this current court's not going to live forever, so we keep fighting.